Hi, my name is Josh, and I'm a recovering fat guy. I believe it's been over 2 years since I've had gastric sleeve. I call it gastric bypass, but it's the gastric sleeve. It's just easier for me to tell folks that. Not everybody knows what the sleeve is. So that's what I tell them is I had gastric sleeve, and it's probably the best decision I ever made. I am currently sitting at about 150 pounds. Was at 250 when this first started. So yeah, that's only 100 pounds now. But since COVID hit, I've actually been hitting the weights, trying to lift weights a little bit, get back in shape and stuff. So I've actually put on some good weight. Had a kidney stone rock my world late last year, and I ended up losing even more weight. I think I got down to 135 pounds. Lost a ton of muscle mass, not a good kind of weight loss. So I was down to 135 pounds, and now I'm back up to 150. Very happy with that weight right now. I'm still lifting the weights and stuff. I'm not too worried about gaining muscle mass weight. I'm more worried about body fat percentage. So I'm keeping an eye on that, making sure that that's not getting out of control. Maybe one of these days I'll show you guys without my shirt and stuff. It's looking okay. There's some damage from being very overweight. I've got some loose skin. Maybe I'll show that off too and stuff. I'm a little self-conscious about it. Um, Fortunately, I don't think I've got as loose skin as bad as others. So I'm blessed in that case. I have had a couple, I guess, complications you could say to the surgery is can no longer eat ice cream. Ice cream used to be one of my favorite things. Just before the surgery, I actually put on a couple pounds before I did the official weigh-in, when you can't gain any more weight, and I was eating ice cream every night. Bowl of ice cream. I think I gained an additional 10 pounds in like less than a month. Maybe it was a couple weeks. It was nuts. Ice cream is so bad for you. So it's kind of a blessing in disguise that I can't have ice cream anymore. I'll show you what I use to substitute that. But ice cream can't do that anymore. Milk is pretty iffy. I can't mix milk with my protein shakes. So that'll give me trouble. Gastrointestinal problems and stuff like that. I won't talk about that. But no, it does give my stomach. My stomach gets like really upset, really almost like pain. So that's not a good thing. Um, Chocolate is another. Normal candy, I do okay with. If it's an empty stomach, though, it'll still upset my stomach. So I try to stay away from the sweets. You're supposed to anyway. Candy is horrible for you. I'm a sucker for Easter candy, though. Easter candy rocks. Easter candy is the best. Cadbury eggs, Peeps, and of course jelly beans. Gotta have those. So I have to kind of watch it around that holiday. Halloween candy's okay. It's just not Easter candy. So I'm just kind of rambling on about that and stuff. But very happy with having the surgery done. Looking back 2 years, 2+ years ago, body weight wise, I was not in a good place, and I feel like I'm where I'm supposed to be now. My body is very happy with where I am. Some of the health problems that I was having have gone away. I've got hip problems. I was born with hip dysplasia, so I've ground out all the cartilage in my hips. Eventually, I'm going to have my hips replaced, and having an extra 100 pounds of body fat pushing down on those is not a good thing, and that has definitely helped out. Still have sleep apnea. I had sleep apnea before. Apparently, my throat, mouth, whatever, it's just not designed right, and I haven't been able to get rid of my CPAP machine. I'm one of the few people that actually like it though. That thing is my baby. I put that thing on my face, and boom, lights are out. Drives my wife Robin nuts. It's like, okay, I'm going to sleep. Put the mask on. 2 minutes later, I am out. Now, one of the benefits for her though is I don't snore anymore. That is a huge relief for her. So the gastric bypass didn't stop the snoring. The CPAP did, but know that I still have it. It did improve. My apneas per hour, I think I was at what, 45, 50. I'm in the 20s now, so it about cut it in half, but not to the point where I'm not allowed to use the machine anymore. So that's, I don't know, I don't mind. I like my CPAP machine. And then my cholesterol was bad. I'm sure there's worse and stuff. If I remember, I was in the mid 200s, something like that. I'm not a medical expert. So I couldn't tell you exactly what my triglycerides and all that good stuff is, but I know it dropped significantly. I cut it in half at least. I think I'm at like 125 is my magic number now. So that's been an added benefit. So my heart's not going to stroke out or have a heart attack or any of that stuff. I was a little worried when I was big. I had some chest pain once. Um, Robin thought I was a hypochondriac, is it wasn't going away, and I went to the hospital. And no, I had my heart checked out, and heart doctor says he wants me to lose a lot of weight. He wanted me to get down to like at least 190, which I haven't been able to get down to 190 on my own, and I've tried. I'll put up some charts and stuff. I've got my Fitness Pal. I've been tracking my weight for I want to say at least since 2009. So I've got like a great history of my ups and downs, the roller coaster as they call it, of weight loss. And yeah, once I found out about my hips, gastric sleeve, gastric bypass, some kind of stomach surgery, definitely came into the picture. My wife has been talking about it for years, so she's been researching it. Our medical insurance then started covering it. So she went for it. I attended one of the seminars. The doctor was saying some things that really hit home with me about the weight loss roller coaster and how hard it is for folks to get off of that. And with my hips, my sleep apnea, the cholesterol, just my overall well-being was not in a good place. So I decided that this might be a good idea. I'm gonna take you through real quick what I eat. Standard day. Breakfast, it's usually a protein shake. What I do for lunch, and then we'll talk about dinner. For breakfast, I actually like to do a protein shake. I like to use this chocolate and peanut butter whey protein from Body Fortress. You can get this on Amazon, Walmart. It's usually like what, 15, 16 bucks a can. Not too bad. I like to throw in a little bit of PB Fit as well. Just a tablespoon of that. We throw it in the mixer, and that's what I have for breakfast. I use water. I don't use milk. Again, I tend to have problems with anything that has like lactose in it. Specifically milk and ice cream are the two that really give me trouble. They say you should be eating something solid, but for some reason I'm able to do a protein shake and not be hungry until lunchtime, so I don't throw any snacks in there. I'm not eating chips or anything bad, and I'm allowed to do this. And I'm getting like, what, 38 grams of protein, so that's a good start to the day, and it seems to work for me, so that's what I do. Look, generally I eat like crap, so when I try and clean up my diet, I've found that eating some rice cakes, these slightly salted ones, are actually pretty good. If you throw some hummus, this is hummus from Kirkland. We get that out at Costco. What I like to do is, this is just plain old normal hummus. I like to throw in some hot sauce. Whether it's yummy sriracha, we've got some Linda's green sauce. This was some weird sauce that we got from a package that my wife got me for Christmas. So what I like to do is mix that up with this, throw that on 2 of these, and that's a pretty good snack. That's usually not quite enough to fill me up. So on a good day, I'll eat 4 of them, and on a bad day is I'll eat 2 with something bad on top of it. One of the bummers of having gastric sleeve is I can no longer eat ice cream. It gives me a horrible stomach ache and some other gastrointestinal issues I'll save you from. So I've found though is that I really like Greek yogurt, specifically the vanilla. The Light and Fit from Dannon is my favorite. I've tried others, they're okay. Some of them are kind of weird and stuff like that, but for some reason I really like this one. This is my new ice cream. Plus what I like, if I can find it here, is it's actually got pretty good nutritional values. It's got 14 grams of protein per serving, 3/4 of a cup. What I like to do is I actually like to have this at night. It's kind of like my ice cream sweet craving snack. So again, it's not good to snack after the gastric sleeve, but this kind of helps me curb my sweet tooth craving. When it comes to drinking, I just stick to water, but I like to use these flavor enhancers. Tang, we've got some Kool-Aid here. We call it Mio because that was the big name brand that basically originally came out with this. My mom used to have a little stand at a local grocery store where she actually gave out samples of that. That's how we got it hooked on this stuff. My personal favorite though is over here. Oh, this is the good stuff. This is the Crush. This stuff is like super concentrated. It is extremely strong in flavor, so you don't need a lot to squirt into your water bottle. I have what, a 24-ounce water bottle, and I do like 3 mild squirts, and some say that's too much. Fair warning, the grape one, oh, it tastes so good, but it may turn your poop a different color. So just kind of be aware of that. All of a sudden you notice that something's not going great on the other end after drinking that stuff. It's probably what it is. It's probably slowly killing me with all the different chemicals and stuff in it. But so is pop, or soda as some call it. That stuff is just horrible for you too. And this stuff is 0 calories, so that's why I stick with it. And I've been doing this for years. I did this before I had the gastric sleeve. So never lost any weight. Stopped drinking soda, switching to diet and all that did nothing for me. Some folks claim that they've lost like 10, 20 pounds just switching to diet or drinking water. I never lost any weight with it, but I don't like to drink my calories except in the morning. So this is what I use. Again, though, that's the good stuff. That stuff's like crack to me. We have a whole bunch of other stuff. You might say I have a problem with this stuff, but I like it. It's good. I can drink these, but I prefer those. The dinner time, this is when I start to be a little bit bad again. This is when the fat guy comes out in me. This is when I start eating the carbs. I generally get most of my protein in the morning and at the night, and with my Greek yogurt snack and my protein shake in the morning. For dinner, I start getting excited about mashed potatoes, rice, things like that, things that are carbs, fried stuff. But again, I have such a small stomach now. I can't eat a lot of the bad stuff. So throughout most of the day, I'm pretty good and I keep it clean. So at dinner time, it's when I can be bad a little bit. Robin yells at me because, as I'm eating the carbs instead of eating a protein, eating the chicken, we usually have a lot of chicken with dinner, and I'm eating the mashed potatoes or I'm eating the rice, and I'm still getting the protein. I'm still eating the protein, but it's less of a portion than the rest of it. I get excited about the carbs and stuff. I crave them still. They're good stuff, but that's what I like to do. That's a real basic overview of what I do as a recovering fat guy who had gastric sleeve surgery. I appreciate you taking the time to watch this, and I hope to see you next time.